Yo everybody, we're back with Persona 3 Reloaded for what will probably be the last time. At the very least, the last time for this playthrough. Who knows what we might do in the future with the game, and also who knows what might happen with potential DLC and other shenanigans. Either way, here we go.
Oh.
Today feels a little warmer than usual. Hey, Levin, if you don't mind, could we go to the roof? Spend time with Ice.
Yes.
Shall we go then? Yes, we shall.
The wind is calm today. I don't detect the usual scent of the sea. I'm sorry about the other day. I think my heart is growing closer to that of a human. But because of that, I've realized something.
Oh?
The heart and body are inseparable. A human heart can only function properly within a human body. Have you ever come here alone with someone else before?
Anytime.
Perhaps you gazed out at the view together and spoke quietly.
They did speak towards me, yes.
Oh, I didn't mean to pry. I was just curious.
I'm doing it now.
What? But I'm only shaped like a human. And besides, I'm a machine. Actually, I've been a little worried. At school, I am seen as a human girl. I was concerned that if I stayed too close to you, it could cause a misunderstanding. If that is the case, please tell me right away. I wouldn't want to prevent you from becoming closer to another person.
I don't mind you being here.
The view from up here is beautiful. That must be why I sometimes see couples alone up here after school. They might be leaning against one another, or embracing.
Or watching the cool boat.
I never gave it a second thought
Watch out,
before,
Tigers, it's gonna crash!
lately, it pains me to see them. I think I've come to realize that this is the kind of connection I can never have. As my heart grows more and more human, it only becomes clearer how much sets us apart. Just because my heart is developing doesn't mean I can actually become human. I've known this since the beginning. Yet... I'm sorry. I lost control of myself again. But I still care about you, and that won't ever change, no matter what happens.
Igus is gazing at me intensely. Seems we've grown closer. Also, if you didn't know, the reason why Igus's card is gold is because it was introduced in Fees.
Even I find it strange. Why do I feel this way?
The fact that the boat jumped definitely indicated that the idea that we posited before of why the windmills skipped. So you just take a picture of that to do the effects, and then, you know, we play the background still going to the same. But yeah, I guess the social link was added in Fees. It wasn't in the original version of Persona 3.
Why are you so important to me?
And it sound. Sure, it's love.
This is... love? Oh, so that's it. I finally understand. I have another wish. One just as important as my desire to live. But I know that this is something that I can never have. Let's go home.
And it's nod. Yeah. It feel. I mean, Mitsuo's one was pretty good as well and more natural, but why? I always said that. Well, I didn't say out loud, But I always thought that it would be appropriate to pick, I guess, in the end. It was close. It was going to be her, Mitsuru, or Fuka. And then it became between Mitsuru and Aigis, and then I figured, you know what? We'll go with Aigis for this one. Every channel is showing news related to the cult. What can I say? I like toast.
By the way...
Career counseling is coming up. I've already planned on going to college. It wasn't a difficult decision to make. I mean, I couldn't think of anything I wanted to do besides study. But it's hardly a decision I can choose, say I choose for the sake of my own future, isn't it? I have no idea. I know we're free to choose our own paths, but that only makes it more difficult. Make it a more difficult decision. The possibilities are endless.
Oh.
Saw a TV show the other day that said the family environment influences your career choice. Whether someone grows up in a strict household or even a lenient one, all of it affects how a person relates to others. It's kind of complicated, huh?
What?
The timing of this couldn't be worse. We have to figure out what we want to do in the futures now of all times, seriously. Well, what about you, Falcon? Do you know what you want to do? Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but together? Then your consultation will be a breeze, huh? We'll take Koromaru for a walk. Why is it always you?
Good
Like,
evening, Senpai. And you too, Koromaru-kun. Do you always take walks around this time? I
no?
didn't expect Koromaru-kun to be so nocturnal. Things have been very strange lately.
I wonder if it's random which one you get. And we've just happened to have her and
How are
Yoko
things
a
for
lot.
you, Senpai? Is everything alright?
I mean, it's not that we desperately need any social link stuff,
If
but
there's ever anything you need help with, please don't hesitate to tell me.
you think the game would prioritize social links you've not finished?
I may be a little younger than you, and perhaps not the most reliable, but if you ever find yourself in need, I'll be here to lend you a helping hand. Welcome back. You're always so full of energy, Koromaru-kun, but I suppose it's getting a little cold. Why don't we start heading back?
I do find it funny. I made some tea. I was like, okay, I'll make some tea for the stream, and then I can like sip on it throughout. I'm already out of tea.
If
Hasn't
you'll
even been
excuse
10
me.
minutes yet. That's the problem with tea. So it's one of the things I miss from my first year of uni. I had a kettle. It was a similar room to this, if not a bit small, if not smaller. We had a kettle, a mini fridge that actually worked, and then I just had the kettle on the fridge. So you know, I didn't even have to get up to refill my tea. No, it was great. We could just It was one of the perks of living in the dorm.
It's amazing! I'm going to do... Not... But...
I do remember. I do remember one night. What was it? I want to say there was shopping, or I was sorting out clothes. I was sorting something out, and I like essentially laid everything out on my bed. I really couldn't be asked to sort it, so I just stayed up all night. Went to my lecture in the morning, and then got home and then just sorted out then, just because I could not be asked to clear my bed to go to bed, which is a really dumb thing to do, but oh well. Uni was great. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, final episode, Fly Phoenix, a marriage between Hawk and Swan. And as for Condor, it's kind of funny because I want to say I know Swan was related to Persona 2. Swan was Maya. I'm going to imagine Hawk would be Tatsuya because Hawk sounds like the leader, the red one. On today's news, cult membership continues to grow while what? What are we doing today? No one wants to talk. Oh, fine, we'll just go to the arcade. See, I guess days like this... Although we didn't really feel... I never really felt the need to worry about our social link stats. That hasn't really held us back other than maybe Yukari and Fuka, but... It really could have done with taking a social link, and especially the extra links with like Junpei and whatnot, and having them be at nighttime. But this is only if we wanted to try and get it all in one without using a guide. And all things considered, I'm happy with what we've done. Just 1 week left until the 31st. Probably already know this, but just in case, once we enter Tartarus on the July 31st, we won't be able to leave until the battle is over. It's pretty impressive that I can say that in red. Losing isn't an option, so spend your time this week wisely. Sure. Just in case we see someone else. Oh, no.
Oh, hey, what's up? Is that your dog? Wow, he looks like a smart one. Unlike his owner. I'm just joking. So, how's life, man? And I love how the girl in that show has this mature vibe. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank fuck for mow your hair.
Whoa. Looks like this guy's had his fair share of fun. Guess we should start heading home then. See, it's cool.
I don't know why. Well, I used to say I don't know why. Kenji is such a meh character. I don't like him. It's essentially. He's a bit too annoying. I can hear people talking.
You know what?
I heard a lot of talk lately about salvation and the world becoming renewed. It's like, during his social link, if you try and give him some actual advice, he gets arsey at you. You have to tell him what he wants to hear. And all of that is like some very sketchy stuff. Well, yeah. It's very cringy stuff. I like Igus though. And it's also, I get that, you know, I can see why some people might like him, but he's just not a character that I like. And I just don't like his social link neither. Like, because it's not even a case like the Moon one where I can see where you could make that interesting. I guess I could see how you would make his social link and his arc interesting, but he's just a twat. Anyways, if everyone ends up getting apathy syndrome, we really might need something like that. Wait, what? I heard a lot of, oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I always heard people talk about it on TV. I thought the cult sounded suspicious at first, but maybe it isn't. I mean, if the whole world believes in it, I'd feel stupid to be the only one denying it. Also, technically we haven't started dating, I guess, yet.
Attention, please.
Wow, right, we reached the last chapter. We were really efficient thanks to all your diligence. So, my last day of teaching here is coming all too soon. I'll be moving to India in the spring. My darling came to Japan as a missionary, but he told me he can't take life in this country anymore. Too many mysterious incidents, he said. Don't get me wrong though, I love Japan. Before I forget, I'd like to thank each of you for being such wonderful students. To be fair, I think most of the teachers are meant to be a bit odd. But once again, being a son to a teachers, like both my parents were teachers, I can tell you now that yeah, teachers are odd.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alia. Thank you, Jumper. And thank you, Kenji. Thank you, Sniffle, Snob. I don't know what's coming over me. I still have a month left here, but thank you. Kenji's gone. His seat's even filled.
Let's begin, shall we?
Sup?
I'm not going to say much, though. In the end, it's your decision. All right, first question. After you graduate, are you planning on going to college or getting a job?
Get a job.
I see. Well, if you've already thought about it and made your choice, then there's nothing else for me to say.
Well, that was easy.
What's most important is that the decision is yours, and yours alone. If someone else makes it for you, you'll regret it later.
It's definitely one of those things that's like, what could they even do? There's like literally endless possibilities of different replies you could literally make. See, I was kind of fortunate. I knew what I wanted to do pretty early on, like before even taking my GCSEs. Like, I knew where I wanted to go to uni before taking my GCSEs, and I'd already then planned out what GCSEs I needed to get into Yale. Not the actual fancy Yale Wrexham. To college. And then from that to Swansea. So it's like, I knew the path I wanted to take before taking my GCSEs. So stuff like this was like, yeah, it's fine, I already planned it out. And then once I've done my uni, that's when everything fell apart.
And then you'll have to live with the consequences, whatever they may be. But, to be honest, I'm not that worried about you. You've really matured over this last year. In fact, you've changed so much, I almost don't even recognize you.
Okay.
Don't tell me you haven't noticed. What do you think has helped to bring about this change the most?
I'm tempted to see... I know this is... I'm going to say this because I'm interested to see where it goes.
I see. Well, whatever the reason,
No.
you should be proud of the young man you've become. That's all for now. I hope you have a successful third year. Let's see, who's next? Aigis-san. Would you mind letting her know? Thank you.
See, I wonder if... You know how we got a persona from... Kenji? Who the fuck's Kenji? From Ken, Akihiko, Junpei, and Koromaru, I wonder if the choice of handing over the resignation or whatever to Mitsuru would have done something different, and we would have finished the bond with him there. Something to look into, maybe.
Oh, the next one up for career consultation?
here's Kenji.
That'd be Aiga-san. She was just here a second ago, but I guess she went out.
Maybe she's on the roof? Seen her go up there alone every now and then.
I'll go look.
Sure. Good luck. So do you think she's gonna go to college or get a job? She's full of mysteries, isn't she?
She's changed recently, though, don't you think? Like her expressions and stuff.
Again with that? You ever gonna stop thinking about hitting on girls?
I don't mean it like that. All I'm saying is...
I should head to the roof. I guess it's standing there by herself. What should I say? Something on your mind?
Oh, I'm sorry I went off on my own. It's nothing, really. I just needed some time to think.
I guess seems to be lost in thought.
After New Year's, when I had time to gather my thoughts, I realized something. When I fought Ryoji-kun that night, I got really scared when my consciousness began to fade. But that wasn't all. I was also confused and ashamed when I realized I couldn't defeat him. But I couldn't defeat him 10 years ago either, and I didn't have those feelings then. I really have changed.
Well, that's fine.
I've been thinking a lot about this change that's occurred in me. In the past, if I didn't understand something, I would just ask someone to explain it to me. But ever since I decided to live for myself, no one's been able to answer the questions I've been facing. But there's one thing that I do understand. The reason why I wanted to be close to you was so I could monitor death. But
What's wrong?
even though death is gone now, I still want to be by your side. I still don't know what it means to live yet, but I want to learn the answer. And I think I can if I'm with you. So please, please take me with you. I may not be strong enough, but I'll fight with everything I have.
You're level 99, I guess. Chill.
Please.
Pretty sure you'll be fine. Alright.
Thank you.
Alright. I just remembered Miss Toriomi wanted to see Igus. Two of us left the rooftop together. Ah! She's not available today.
Get a load of this.
When I was talking to Miss Toriomi about my future, she laughed when I told her I had big plans. But who cares, right? We're going up against next. We'll be eaten alive if we don't think big. Oh wow, we might just sneak in another social link. Do we have an emperor? How do we not have an emperor?
Marvelous. I'm looking forward. How may I assist you? Registering is overriding, except I've completed registration.
I too. Well then,
Ooh.
shall we take a look?
Oh, it would get rid
This
of...
one is somewhat beneath you. Are you satisfied with this?
No. I mean, I like her. Cool hat lady who's kneeling down. But Guy Blog. Yeah, it's too late in
Please
all
choose
this
the
for me to care.
personas you would like to fuse.
Very well. We look.
And I don't think I have the money. I don't know. But one thing I do still really love about Megaten is
Welcome
because
to the
of it, it's
Velvet
definitely
Room.
made me more interested in a lot of mythologies from all over the place. Or legends, I should say, as well.
This is your progress so far.
Right. It's kind of like Civilization in a way, where it's like it's kind of there. But you need to then take a look further.
Browse to your Miss persona, so you'll be summoning this very well. It's yours.
It's like, oh yeah, this is kind of
What
right,
kind of persona?
but
Do
Very well.
they've just like simplified it or
We look.
tweaked it slightly or whatever. So it's like, okay, I'll learn about this, or I've seen this, I'll go and then take a look to learn more myself. I know I did that with a lot of Persona. Well, just a lot of Persona in general. And I've learned a lot of stuff like. Oh, my brain's gone dead. Kids will graduate pretty soon. Everyone's scared that the world might end, but this is a real problem. How do I go on without her? Alright, spend time with you.
And that concludes the disciplinary committee's forecast report.
Next up is the treasurer's report. Yes.
Hey, sorry, but I was hoping you had some time once this meeting's over. We can talk up on the roof.
Is he gonna confess his feelings to me?
I'm sorry to drag you up here, but I wanted to tell you something. The cigarette butt incident is going to be dropped. It seems interrogating every student in the school raised a few concerns. I wanted to be student council president next year, and that teacher promised to endorse me if I agreed to help him. But I lost any hope of achieving that when I spoke up against him. Not to mention the student body isn't so fond of me. I rambled on about rules and fairness, but all I really proved was that I was desperate for power.
What matters is you realized it.
I see. Now I understand why the president asked you to join the student council. Now I understand why the president asked you to join the student council. I rambled on about rules and fairness, but all I really proved was that I was desperate for power.
Oh, damn it, now that you've said that.
I rambled on about rules and fairness, but all I really proved was that I was desperate for power.
Now that you've said that, it's like, god damn it, Roger.
You don't say things to put people down. You're just honest with them.
Cannot be loaded. Cast. Hidden Toshi. Orson Lee Matthews. Oh, he was the principal. done a lot of stuff. He's done stuff for Smite. Heroes in New Earth. Like, there's a few things he's done that I recognize, but I don't recognize him, or I don't recall the voice in anything. Oh well. Still like Hidetoshi though. Oh, oh.
You don't say things to put people down. You're just honest with them.
Okay.
The system only works if you have people's trust. And trust isn't something you can force on anyone. When that teacher doubted you, I felt backed into a corner by a fool who simply had more power than I did. I felt like the truth was being distorted and that I might lose a friend as a consequence. If it wasn't for you, I would have become a tyrant. So, thank you.
He thinks we're friends. Yeah. I mean, I like his voice actor. I think we've become better friends. Once again, I do like Hidetoshi.
Don't you dare repeat what I just said to anyone.
I like his social link.
I realize it's out of my usual character. And I'm sure everyone would just make fun of me.
I think the issue with his social link is it's very funny if you drag it on for a long period of time like we did. It's like, they're still going on about this cigarette bud. That happened all the way back last year's April.
Just promise, okay? I'll see you later.
Well, that's the thing though, it's one of those things because it can't be anything too big or else it would have been something that would have been it would have been a problem that would have been solved sooner, like how the money issue should have been. That should have been, okay, there's money missing, what the hell's going on? The cigarette bud, it's not like, oh my god. Well, we had that with Iris. Today might be our last Monday. If we don't win, there won't be another.
No.
I bet Garfield is happy. Ha 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 ha. Easy joke. Everything will be okay. I guess.
So,
we are going to win. We have to win. We can't afford to doubt ourselves, even a little. We have to win no matter what. It's one of the issues, and I feel like they somewhat did a better job with it in later Persona games. I mean, it still crops up, but it's one of those things. It's like, what's his face? The Star Son. The Sun. It's like this guy. You could technically have him be alive at this point still. Oh yes, I'm gonna die any week now. Several months later, then he dies. Go and make it doesn't matter. There's a reason no one likes the social link. But yeah, there's definitely some funky things that can happen if you leave certain social links hanging at the inappropriate time.
excuse me.
My current mission is about to come to an end. The mission my creator gave me, and that is to destroy all shadows. But in its place, a new mission has just begun. My mission is to live in this world. I know I can do it with all of you helping me. Do you have did you have your career consolation, Foxan. It's important to give these things some consolation, especially now, isn't it? If you have something you want to do for the future, then you have a reason to defeat Nyx, right? I mean, I guess it depends on how human she is. Well, here's the thing. I don't think we can fall victim to apathy syndrome because we have a persona. We would just die. I think that's what happens. Like, the fact that we have a persona means that we can't become accustomed to apathy syndrome, because apathy syndrome is what happens when a shadow attacks a person. Or they succumb to the shadow. Something along those lines. Yeah, sure.
I think.
Save. I kind of lost interest in what Ken was saying halfway through that. The future is like train tracks, and defeating Nyx may be our next stop, but it's not our ultimate destination. It's up to us to figure out what that'll be. Every channel shows news related to cult. Let's chat. I understand how Junpei-kun feels, actually. Anything can seem like a big deal if you think it'll be the last time you get to do it. Is that kind of sad? No.
Oh, really?
You don't seem to be the sentimental type. But I'm sure we both feel like we have to protect our ordinary days, though, right?
Hey,
The promised day. Honestly, I'm still pretty freaked out by the whole thing. But I feel alright because we're all going to take it on together.
Hey!
See this here instant ramen? If I think this is the last time I'll ever eat instant ramen, I'll get all emotional about it. What about you? Not really.
Seriously?
Can you appreciate the little things in life? Keep up that attitude and won't be much of an adult when we beat Nyx. Well. Time to go to the arcade. I can't wait until this is the last time I have to go here. Yeah, I feel like there was like more graffiti than just posters. Oh well. Punch boxer. Punch, punch, punch. Tuesday. Excuse me. No subject. Oh, that's something I want to do. Because we might be able to sneak in Hidetoshi's final S-Link. Elliot-san, I need to speak with you right now if possible. I think Aegis is always guaranteed to go up.
Isn't it interesting how the sunlight on a clear winter day seems stronger than it is during the summer? Perhaps it's because the sun is lower in the sky, and you don't have to look up to see it. I've gotten so used to this view, but no two times is it ever exactly the same. You could say the same thing about one's day-to-day, and to each life as well. The promised day is almost here. January 31st.
You're right.
Whenever I come up here, I get lost in my thoughts. I can't let it end like this. I want to protect it all. Thoughts like that. Since last time, I've tried thinking things through more rationally. I thought about that old lady and Michan-san. And Kiyoshi-san as well. I wonder if Michan-san was alone until the moment of her death. Somewhere no one could find her. I think the old lady wanted to be there for her at the end. To live means to be connected to other people. But life is finite. Farewells are unavoidable. It's sad to think about, but you and I will have to part one day as well. And then, we'll never be able to see you again.
That's where taxidermy comes in. It'll pretty much be...
There are so many things in life I don't understand. It's filled with so much pain. You meet others, forge relationships, and spend time with them. And then they're gone, leaving you behind, leaving you alone. When I think about that, I just can't hold back my feelings. But I understand now. That's just how it is. No two views are alike. No 2 days are the same. It's natural for everything to disappear, re-emerge, and constantly change.
I mean, she has mentioned that she's able to upgrade. So, in theory... And we did see at the start, in the opening... she did lose an arm. Didn't she lose a leg when she fought Yuji the second time?
Life is both short and finite. That's what makes it so invaluable, and why one feels that it must be cherished. When you think about it, it's a miracle that two given people are able to ever meet in this chaotic flow of time and space. I believe that's why we find happiness in forging bonds and relationships with others. And it might be the true joy of being alive. It can be sad, but at the same time so warm. Beautiful because it is destined to end.
It's as if she's learning what being human means.
And that's why I mustn't hesitate any longer. I need to tell you, even if this wish of mine is to never come true, I still want to tell you my true feelings.
Elite-san?
I love you. I know I'm a machine. I know that I cannot truly touch you as a human. But I can't help it. All I can see or think about is you.
Elite-san. I sense Aigis' strong affection towards me. I'd better choose my words carefully.
I love you so much that I feel like I'm going to break down somehow.
I mean, we have to.
I'm sorry. I can't think of anything to say. Perhaps something really has broken inside of me. I feel so happy.
Damn it. I'm just thinking of friggin' Red Dwarf when Lister tells Crichton, asks Crichton for ketchup when they find the lobster. I have entered a special relationship with Aigis. The wrong compass changed to hearts. Oh, that's funny. That's a cute little detail. That special someone. Aww. There's no going back.
We should go back.
No, it just said there's no going back. It's right there, literally before.
I'll go ahead. It's too difficult to look you in the eye right now. See you later.
We decided to go back to the dorm separately. If it can work with
Welcome back.
Quillen and Android 18, I don't see why it can't work for us. Only 5 more days until the promise day. But we're going to break that promise. I'm trying not to overthink it too much, but it's kind of hard not to, you know? Don't quite understand what it means to live yet, so my career counseling was really confusing. But I know that if I'm with you, everything will be okay.
Hey.
Don't you get nervous when it's the dark hour and you're all alone in your room? Well, I do. I feel better if I'm in the lounge until it's over. Found 5 eggs already with no yolks. According to the village leader, eggs like these are a sign of extreme misfortune. The villagers are becoming terrified that a catastrophe is about to happen.
Salut.
The promised day is almost here. This will be our last battle. There won't be any second chances. Everything has been leading to this singular moment.
Please.
So please make sure you're more prepared than ever. Just because, like I said, we are on the cusp of being able to get... we might be able to sneak in an extra social link. We're gonna think about Hidetoshi. Yes, think about him. Think about him hard. And the cigarette bud. Do you feel your relationship has deepened now? Okay, so... I'm gonna make a second save here. I'm going to assume we'll have at least Tuesday. It sucks we won't be able to finish Yoko's, but... It's easier this way than having to tell another girl no. Yo, there we go.
Good timing.
I've been waiting for you, Foxgoon. If you plan to attend today's meeting, I could use your help with something.
Oh, thanks.
I owe you for this. I'd like to do a little presentation to help raise awareness on the student council. I'll do most of the talking, so if you wouldn't mind supporting me.
Which is what I believe to be the proper way to wear one's uniform. Please keep these things in consideration. I'm not saying everyone should follow this to the letter, so we'll leave it to the discretion of the individual.
Holy crap! Did that just come out of his mouth?
I think this is the first time he's cared about anyone else's opinions.
Well, at least he's trying.
Thanks,
Thank
Council
you.
Liaison.
I couldn't have done it without you. So, how did I do? What did everyone think?
You were great.
Thanks. Hearing that takes a huge weight off my shoulders. I may have painted a selfish, arrogant portrait of myself to everyone, so I'll have to win back their trust. Here, look at this. One of the guys fessed up about the cigarette butt in the boys' bathroom. It took a lot of persuasion, but he promised me he'll never smoke again. This lighter is proof of that.
There's no way he could get another lighter.
I earned his trust by showing compassion for others, just like you taught me. That's why you should be the one to have it.
Oh, cool. I get this evidence. This potentially, oh, I can't think of the word. Not condemnation. Convicting. I can't think of the word. It's gonna bug me now. No, it's gone. Cheap lighting. Thanks.
I've spent my whole life looking down on others. Such baseless bravado. But you taught me an important lesson. Something I'll carry with me forever.
Incriminating.
I don't think I'll ever be anything like you, though.
Ogami seems embarrassed. I feel an unbreakable bond with him.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Emperor Archon hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the Emperor within thyself.
Yay! And I believe this is Odin. Odin, the Storm God. Which of course was vital to the old Reaper cheese in Fees. I think it might have been portable as well.
Do you remember the story I told you about the TV station's writer?
He's the All God, or the All Father.
That man. He's my father. I see now that sincerity is important, and I'm proud of myself for understanding that. I also realized what an amazing man my father is. It's about time to go. Say, do you want to stop by somewhere before we head home? Now that I think about it, we've never hung out outside of school before.
I walked home with Orgai, who is in a great mood.
I see you're back.
4 more days, I can practically feel Nick's breathing down my neck at this point. Prepare in every way possible so you don't regret this. I'm doing my own preparations too. We came this far, nothing more important than this. Gonna quickly check. I know Odin has, like, really good lightning magic.
Marvelous. I'm looking for... How may I assist you?
Question is, can we even see him?
Please, take a look.
Oh, actually, this should
is
do
your
it,
progress so far.
There he
This
is.
persona is unregistered. Are you in search?
It is a special persona you desire, is it not? Well then.
No,
Shall
can't find
we
him,
take a
and I
look?
can't be asked of him.
Are you finished?
I was just curious to see what they had for his background. Ah. Q-worm. This is too magic-y. Sure. Thursday!
Everyone, listen
Well,
up.
today is the last composition class for January. As they say, January walks while February runs. It'll be a whole new year in a flash. But before that, we got our final exam, so don't relax just yet. Anyway, just look at me. I managed to come to school every day, so you can too. Even though if I had the choice, I have slept in at home. Too many scary people around town lately.
Yep, exactly.
Those apathy syndrome rumors have been all over tea lately. Same with the cult members. How did things end up like this? Well, yesterday I heard something interesting. Someone on TV called it a disease born out of the times, where the darkness in someone's heart completely takes over. They said it's inevitable in a hopeless society like ours, that its victims are really the victims of society at large. But I think they're wrong. Everyone may have darkness in their hearts, but they fight it, right? Suddenly becomes Kingdom Hearts. Hope isn't something you come across so easily in our society. But that hardly gives them license to give up. They should be able to stand on their own 2 feet. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. I hope you were paying attention, class. Something profound like that is bound to show up on the final exam. After school. Can you imagine if I just didn't show up for the rest of the game? That would be so mean. Elliot-san, do you have time to talk today? Although I'm not sure if I can communicate this properly. I feel like I can grow closer to Aigis thanks to the persona. I do wonder how this scene plays out if we didn't become a partner with her.
Thank you very much.
I would like to show you my room. I would like you to see how I live, and I decided to go to Aigis' room. That's a lot of jackets.
Oh, please don't worry.
And that's a lot of ammunition on the floor.
The shells on the floor are only blanks. There's no gunpowder in them.
Well, what's the point in them then?
So, what do you think of my room? Are you surprised? To be honest, I was hesitant to invite you here. I don't have any welcoming decorations to make this feel like a home. It's hard to believe I ever thought this room was normal. But that's exactly why I wanted to show it to you. As you can see from the decor, I'm a machine. I'll never be the same as humans like Yukari-san or Mitsuru-san. It used to bother me, but I figured something out. There's something only I can say, because I am unable to die.
What is it?
I will never leave you, no matter how or when your life comes to an end. At that moment, I will be by your side. You will always remain in my heart. Oh, yes. Will you take this?
Child school.
That's one of my parts that had to be replaced after I collapsed at the Moonlight Bridge.
The first or second time?
I asked Mitsuru-san to have it sent here. I've grown since then. I'm not afraid, and I won't give up. I'll get back up, no matter how many times it takes. I'll fight by your side and protect you. This is the proof of my resolve, and I want you to have it. It's a part of me. If living is about spending time with people you've forged relationships with, then I want to be closer to you than anyone else. My connection to you is my reason for living. What's most important to me is to be by your side.
Aigis has a genuine smile upon her face. I feel a strong bond with Aigis.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Aeon Arcana hath been set free.
I also like how they use Eon in future games, as
We
they're like,
now bestow upon thee
this is the extra social link.
the ultimate form of the Aeon within thyself.
Like, maybe in 3, 4, Golden. Yay! Metatron! The attendant to the infinite.
I, actually have one more favor to ask. At the base of my neck, behind the knot of my ribbon, that's where my most important component is. The artificial psyche that makes me who I am. My emotional engine. The Papillon heart. It's extremely delicate, and I'm not allowed to expose it outside of the laboratory's clean room. But I want you to touch it. If you make direct contact with it, your genetic information will most likely be burnt into it. Even so, I want you to do it. I want to leave irrefutable proof on my body of our connection, not just as a simple memory, but as something permanent. Something that can never be erased.
Aigis is gazing at me intently. Gently or not silently. That's what we've been doing the whole time.
I'm so glad. Please, come closer. Oh,
I keep expecting it to cut away.
since you'll be coming into direct contact with my heart, I apologize in advance if I say something odd or make unusual noises. For safety, I'll be shutting off the motor functions to my arms and legs. Well then, will you untie my ribbon?
I spent a long time with Aigis.
Yo.
Only 3 more days, man, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but also kind of not. Hey, I know I've given you some shit before, but I'm finally beyond. I know I've given you some shit before, but I'm fully behind you now, dude. So let's give Nyx hell. What do you say, leader? Words are hard.
By the way,
You probably had this thought already, but after all this is over, C's won't be needed anymore. It's hard to wrap my head around it. I guess it's too soon to get emotional over it. Better spend that energy focusing on defeating Nyx.
in that case,
Well, why don't we go to Tartarus and train? Can't be too prepared. I literally am too prepared. My father couldn't stop the experiment from happening. When I close my eyes, I see his sad face just like in the video. I'm going to get rid of the dark hour so he can smile again. Just between you and me, I think black coffee is really bitter. I was told that when I grow up, I'll acquire a taste for it. I wonder if that day will really come. I don't know.
Yes.
No one knows about the future. Anyway, let's do our best. It's all we can do after all.
So,
This month went by fast, man. It's almost time for the final showdown. Alright, Elliot, come on. Let's make this a final stretch. Make this final stretch count. How the preparations come along? right on schedule.
I see.
We need to be fully prepared if we aim to win. Failed the entrance exam. I have no reason to live. Police are ruling it is suicide over failing a grade on his college entrance exam. There have been at least 8 reported cases of suicide as a result of the exams, and that's fun. Oh, they rescued a cat. Oh, lucky them. By that I mean lucky cat. Two more days. I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, why not?
Thank you very much.
Literally nothing else we can really do. I don't care about spending time with Kenji. It's almost dark. Decided to go back to the door. Good times.
Oh, it's you.
Just 2 days left now. It's cold and dreary outside, and I couldn't blame you for feeling even drearier at the moment, but we just need to hang on a little while longer. Spring is just around the corner, as they say. Right now, Natsuki-chan is somewhere far from here doing her best life. It gives me the strength to carry on and never give up. News related to the cult. Oh, it's this one. Okay, we will do that. This is a pretty neat thing. It's not as satisfying as getting them all to max, but I'm quite happy with that. Like, we missed it by 8. Technically, we missed it by 6 because we could have gone today, and then tomorrow presumably as well. But it's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna BRB real quick because I don't think I'm gonna get much opportunities to do so. Hey, Darkin, you picked great timing. As I said, I'll be back in about 2 minutes.